Hi guys, so hope you're all well. As you can see, we're doing something a little different today. For those that don't know, June and I are running a retreat for the next 3 days, and we both wanted to conserve our energy tonight because they're long days. So you're going to get slightly out of my comfort zone. You're going to get an oracle card reading from me. And then I'm going to follow that by a meditation straight on. So I drew these cards last night. We have the Lantern Oracle and what's the other one? Magdalene Oracle. And I'm going to start with the bottom line. So here we have confusion. And I saw this as the red and the dark underneath being our shadow, our past emotions, our shadow side, which needs looking at and dealing with. And then you've got the light coming down from the top. I also saw this really sort of as armour as well, that all those lessons that we learn build our armour and give us strength and confidence and the ability to move forward. But that light on the top is really beautiful. And then you have liberation. See the light in her eyes. What really struck out for me though were the spirals throughout the picture, which for me represent the Fibonacci series, the golden ratio that's littered throughout. And that golden ratio is the infinite expression of the magical interconnectedness of our micro and macro cosmos. It's reflected throughout nature, and because it enables optimum flow, that the energy follows the path of least resistance, so the maximum result can be achieved with the least amount of effort. This is known as constructal law, and I think that speaks for us about finding where our flow and our balance is easily created. You've also got the pentagram on her third eye, which is a symbol of spiritual shielding and ethereal world intelligences. And it also shows the mind dominating elements as it overpowers bad spirits and the negative elements, so the good spirits are drawn to it, creating infinite possibilities. It's a very powerful card. And then finally in that you've got this amazing card of the Matrix, and I see that as connection to the I Am Presence. Everything on the inside is almost like an embryo growing. We're part of it and it's part of us. Birth and life, connection to infinite source. So I feel it's reflected by the top cards. So you've got this amazing emotional energy card, and what's behind her, which almost looks like butterfly wings, again are the emotions, the past, having been dealt with and transmuted to create these beautiful colours, and in a way give her wings. But you can also see you've got the light coming through her crown chakra and her heart chakra, out of her hands where you've got mini heart chakras, and out of her feet grounding her. So the light supporting her in every way, but that journey, that past journey, is propelling her forward positively. And then you've got creative power. You can see again she's got the golden ratio symbol behind her, that flow of energy from herself, from birthing. And from those who've been on the sisterhood, I see this really as you've got the youth and beauty of being the maiden, but also working into motherhood, birthing children, birthing ideas, birthing something new. So what are you birthing? And you can see down on her left hand, She's holding on to the root still to ground herself. Again, very powerful, creative card. And then the final one, again with the Maiden Mother Guardian Crone. You have the crone sitting in this pool of healing light, looking utterly serene. Acceptance, peace, calm. Connection to self, connection to source. Just coming home. Home to self and home to the I Am Presence. So then this morning for the reading I picked the crystals which are above it. So you've got the unicorn on the left hand side, that's ocean jasper. And they all beautifully reflected the cards. So ocean jasper is the ability to combine your will with your emotions, pushing one to achieve joy, happiness and emotional stability. And then the tower in the middle is Ke Sara, and that supports the standing on one's own power and provides release from the burden of self-imposed obligations. And then on the right you've got agnetite, and this stimulates the entire liquid crystal body matrix. I couldn't believe it when I read that. Infusing it with the divine fire of your will and the awareness of one's shared consciousness with that of the world. So I love that sort of triple aspect of that message. Dealing with our emotions, using them to build our armour, build our wings, propelling us forward into liberation and to discovering our creative power. What can we birth? Birthing ourselves anew. And then finally, when we've done that work, to then come home to self, home to the matrix, home to the I Am Presence. So I hope that resonates. So now if you're ready, I'm going to go into the meditation. Maybe if you're watching this during the day, you can come back to this. So we've got like 7.5 minutes. You can come back to the meditation later. But if you're ready to do it now, make yourself comfortable. Maybe with your feet on the floor, make sure you're supported and warm. Take a couple of really deep breaths. Right to the bottom of your lungs. And then push it all the way out. Maybe breathe in for the count of 4. And then notice the pause at the top. And then breathe out for 6. Noticing the pause again. And then breathing in for 4. Notice the pause. And then out for 6. Bringing the focus of your energy back into your body. Letting go of your day, of the lists you have in your head, of the things you've done, the things that you need to do. They can all wait. For this moment in time, you're going to leave it by the door and just give yourself this time to be utterly present in this moment. Feel yourself supported by the chair or the bed, underneath your buttocks and your thighs. Feel your back supported, your head resting on your shoulders, relaxing your shoulders down. Feel the air on your skin and the clothes on your body. Being aware of your natural breath now, warm as it enters your lungs, and relaxing more every time you breathe out. So bring your focus down through your body, down through your legs, down to your feet. I want you to imagine the roots, thick roots, coming out from the soles of your feet and pushing through the floor, down through the foundations of the house, through the topsoil, and down into Mother Earth. Thick roots, drilling down and down. You can have smaller roots coming off them, stretching wide to the warmth of Mother Earth, past the rocks, the mud, the shale, past the underwater rivers and the caverns, deep, deep down into Mother Earth. You're safe, you're connected, you're welcomed by her loving arms. Take your energy down into the centre of the earth, and you'll find a crystal cave, bright and shining, and you're welcome to go in and wonder at the awe of the crystals formed over millions of years, holding the DNA of the earth, each vibrating with different colours and different frequencies. And you'll find one that stands out just for you, whether it be small or big, bright or dark and solid. Find the one that resonates for you today. And wrap your roots around it. And then start to bring that energy back up your roots, out of the cave, back up through Mother Earth, past the caves and the caverns, the underwater rivers and the soil, through the big roots and the little roots that are connecting you deep to Mother Earth. And as you come up and touch the soles of your feet, you realize you are still embodying the tree. So rather than coming up your body, we're going to work our way up yourself as a tree. You're aware of the reciprocal nature of your roots, drawing the energy up from the earth, drawing up the gallons of water. How Mother Earth sustains you and roots you and holds you firm, whilst also taking the nutrients that you have to offer. So we're going to travel this crystal energy very slowly up your trunk. And you're aware that you will hold within this trunk, which is solid and can withstand any wind, any threat. You are solid and safe. And through the rings of your bark and your trunk is the wisdom of many years, not only this lifetime, and what we've experienced for our growth. But the rings towards the centre are that of previous lives, each with their own lessons, each with their own journey. Coming back into the centre of the trunk. Finally to the middle, from whence you came, from source. Be emboldened by this knowledge. Feel safe and secure with this wisdom of your journey over time, through different times, different dimensions. Yet you are the one tree, yet you are the one soul, that one singular connection to Source, full of wisdom, full of the crystal light of the earth, the same DNA, one with the all. Let this give you succour and strength and a deeper understanding of who you really are. And as you take your focus further up the trunk, you are aware that it splits into separate branches. Each of these branches symbolize a different part of your journey, whether in this lifetime or another. And as you observe, you see from the branches, become the smaller branches, become the twigs, and finally the leaves on the end. Your tree is full of leaves. These leaves are your actions throughout time, some loving and positive, nurturing and healing of yourself and others, and some leaves signify the hurt, wounds, negative patterns, whether to yourself or to others, things that you've done that you're not so pleased or proud of. Or situations that have happened to you that you still connect with and struggle to let go of. Look around the tree, differentiate between them with no judgment, with no fear or upset. You are just observing, a watcher over your own lives. And you realize that these leaves, some of them you no longer need. They no longer serve their purpose. You're stubbornly holding on to them, and they're wounding you. We don't need them anymore. We need just to love ourselves, not to reflect back on what we've done wrong or how we've been wronged. There are no positives to be had from that. It is time to let them go. So you're now aware of a warm wind working its way through your branches. The breath of the angels sent with love and healing, sparkling with white and silver. And as this wind works its way through your branches, all the leaves that you no longer want to hold on to are loosened from the end of the branches and the twigs, and are swept away by this loving wind. They have served their purpose. You have learnt your lesson. You have grown. And now it is time to let them go. Rejoice and be grateful for the loving wind that works its way round your tree, releasing these wounds and the traumas and the shadows that we no longer need. And as your tree sheds this debris, you also realise that it allows more space in your tree, more space for the light to reach the other leaves, to encourage new growth to come, starting afresh, whilst just focusing on the positives, the healthy lessons, the loving actions, the love for self, the respect for self and for others. This is how a healthy tree looks, by naturally letting go of what no longer serves us. We thank the beautiful healing wind that's passed through our branches, and thank the angels for helping us with this. And you feel the relief from letting them go, and the joy and excitement and anticipation of now having more space and more light for the leaves you have, and for the buds that are now going to be nurtured, so that you can blossom into who you're truly meant to be. And you feel the warmth of the sun, the warmth of spirit on all sides, encouraging this new growth, warming you to your heart, lighting up every branch. It reaches all aspects of you. Your divine feminine on your left, your divine masculine on your right, your past behind and your future in front. And you bathe in this loving light, filled with gratitude and love. Knowing that you are connected to Mother Earth through your trunk and through Father God as you reach up to the sun. You always were and always will be a part of both. And now is your time to shine. You are blessed. You are loved. deeply. Trust that you are held at all times. And your tree will continue to grow in all directions, nurtured by the nutrients and water and love from Mother Earth, while she holds your roots strong, roots that are so deep and so wide that nothing can rock your tree. And any wind that does come will only serve to strengthen those roots as your tree sways against these lessons. And you'll again continue to absorb the loving rays from Father God, the loving light, the nurturing water that comes to help you grow. You can feel it buzzing through your branches. You can feel it through your crown chakra, over your skin. You are one with this tree. You feel the vibrancy, the light flooding your body. Every single cell, every single bone and muscle, organ, your blood, your skin. And as you start to embody yourself once again and come back to your center, as you feel this loving energy, this beautiful healing light, just bring it into your heart center. The micro and the macro within your heart center. Open it up, the green, and see the Eden that exists within, the beautiful garden with the birds and the butterflies, paradise within. So beautiful. Your heart is full of this beauty and love for self and for source. We are part of source, and source is part of us. The I Am presence held within us, connecting us always. Embrace that love. Embrace the light. And whilst now it's time to come back into the room, know that you hold this connection always within your heart. It is with you forever and can be accessed at any time. You are safe and you are loved. So I'd now like you to start becoming aware of your breath as it enters your body and nurtures you, and then as you let it go. Become aware of the chair you're sitting on or the bed you're lying on, how you're supported under your legs and your back, your feet on the floor. Become aware of the air in your skin, the temperature of the room, and any noises that are around you. Bringing this feeling back with you for now and for always. You slowly come round, and when you're ready, and only when you're ready, cover your face with your hands so that you open your eyes. You are the first person you see. And again, only when you're ready, take a drink of water to help flush you and ground you further. And go forth with peace. Namaste.